Hey, what's up, brother? How are you? Just gonna wait for some people to come in. I won't be long on here. What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up? Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. You guys hear me okay? Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. What's up, Pine Rocks? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Ray? Well, I asked somebody to join. Tony me didn't have to, but it is what it is. Some people aren't into coming on DB's show. I get it. But about 9 people in here watching. Y'all want to hop on the stream? Um, Trying to reserve this for somebody personally, but if they decide not to come on, that's okay. Get some others in. Some people, like I say, don't like to come on DBs. That's okay. Not mad about them. Not mad at them at all. Hope you guys enjoyed my reviews of the 3 days of Zaharoff. So I'll give you a brief synopsis. I really enjoyed two of the three fragrances. I just did a review on one of them. Can't say that I particularly like that fragrance at all. Evening Mystique, very good scent. Doesn't last long, so 4 hours on my skin. The of the Immortals was the last one I just did, Ray. So the one I did in between there is called Second Soul. Overall, Second Soul overall was my favorite. As far as scent goes, Evening Mystique was a phenomenal scent. I think that was the best one out of the three I did. I do have a rosé coming. I'll be doing a review of that. Probably come Monday night. I'll probably do a review of that. I'm not sure. Might be Wednesday night. So however that goes, that goes. But um, anyway, they were all good. They all had a good smell. I do not like Of the Immortals. I just think too much was in it. I think there was too much things trying to compete with each other. They had two different types of boozes in there. I know rum was one of them, and can't remember the other one. But they, they. This is apparently the second edition. I didn't even know there was the first. So I guess I'm going to try to get me the first edition just to see how that panned out. So um, I see that Mr. Smelly is doing a I don't know, he's doing something to raise money for somebody who's homeless, I guess. So, well, the person that I wanted to show up, I guess, isn't going to show up. That's okay. I'm not mad at him. So here's what we're going to talk about, and it's only going to be a few minutes. I wanted to go live because I wanted people's undivided attention. There's times in your life where you don't get along with people. We get it. It happens. Okay. Then there comes a time when people apologize and you just move the hell on. Okay. I've had battles in this community for quite some time. I'd had it out with Ross for damn near 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay. The man apologized. If a man can apologize, I'm going to accept it. Okay. Now, if I have proof that these people are talking about me again, or whatever the case may be, I let them twist their words. I already got somebody on there spewing hate. That's why I decided to come on here. So, anyway, it's time to move on. If people can apologize, I'm going to accept it and I'm going to move on. That happened with Ross. I'm still not a huge Ross fan whatsoever. I think people are getting the point that two men made amends and now we're best buds. I don't understand. I did try business over pleasure. I didn't try Siren. I didn't even know there was a Siren. Well, I didn't know business over pleasure was any of this Zed stuff anyway. I just thought it was just his fragrance. But anyway, we've moved on. We're growing. We're out of it. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to be done. George made his apologies. It's done. Just because people apologize doesn't mean they're best friends, guys. Doesn't mean I'm shilling. It doesn't mean that I'm, you know, I'm in cahoots with these guys. It's not like they're making a fragrance for DB. That stuff's not happening, man. Okay. I'm sure Ross probably thinks that my review of his fragrance has to do with how I feel about him, and it doesn't. Okay. The reason I started this channel was to make sure I gave out real reviews and not these fake shilling reviews where everything smells good. Everything doesn't smell good, guys. We know this. That's why I did this channel. Okay. 2 out of the 3 that I reviewed in the House of Zaharoff, I didn't like that much. I loved Evening Mystique. I thought it was the best smell, but I mean, you can't give a good grade for something that lasts 4 hours, guys. Second Soul was great. That was actually my second favorite. I put them in line for everything I smelled, and I had it 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? I was Evening Mystique, and then it was Second Soul, and then it was Of the Immortals, and that's how I did the review for them. But guys, listen, I'm done with the whole people coming on my channel and blasting all this negativity. Somebody on here said, it looks like they got you too, DB. Nobody gets DB, okay? DB has his own mind. DB thinks the way he wants to. But I have to be a man and say that somebody apologized. It's just time to move on. It's time to stop this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Presentation is never lacking with Zaharoff. Never. He does great bottles. His bottles are sexy. So with that being said, guys, all this stuff coming on here and throwing around the negativity, you know, trying to get DB to curve back into making videos and stuff, unless they start talking shit about me, I'm not doing it. Okay. There's other people I don't like that I'll never make amends with. Miami Cuddles being one of them. I can't stand the guy. I don't want to stand the guy. That doesn't mean I just can't ignore him and move on. The same thing with Fat Boy. I can't stand Fat Boy. I think he's a liar. And I don't appreciate liars, and I don't appreciate people wasting my time, giving my fragrances all these positives. Okay. And then I send you something to set you up and you fail both times. That shows to me you never really got into my frags. Okay. You were doing it to make money and to look like we get along. Okay. So I don't know where any of this is going to go with people coming in here spewing their negativity, nor do I care. But I will make one thing for certain. So Ross ended our friendship because I made 2 bad deals with somebody. And there was people constantly talking in his ear, according to him. So he ended our friendship. But to see Ross go and make a friendship and have this fat boy on his show who's done worse than I've done, that is kind of a smack in the face. Okay. I'm telling each and every one of you guys that if you know anybody that's been screwed by Fat Boy, make sure you blast Ross about it, because that does piss me off. Okay. I realize I'm not a popular person, and that's fine. I've only been popular a few times in my life, and I'm cool with that. I'm not your average everyday Joe. Okay. I don't want to be your average everyday Joe. I am who I am. I'm not changing that for anybody. Okay. I've always had the mentality after my divorce, I'll never let anybody take away from who I am as a human being and how I feel about myself. I refuse to do that. So unless people have issues with me, I'm not just going to create issues with other people. That's simply not going to happen. So all you guys, just giving you a warning that if I catch negative reviews or negative comments, I mean, I allow people their free speech. I get it. And I'm going to continue to allow that. But I'm not going to continue having people start shit, if that makes sense. You can have your comments. Huh? I don't understand that one, Rick. Can you be out every day average? I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm just not interested in keep sparking new things. I don't like Whiskey Reaper whatsoever. But listen, guys, Joey Cannoli allowed me to come on his channel, not once, but twice. And both times he got a ton of backlash for doing so. But he still allowed me to be on there, and he has not and will not erase the videos, he says. I have not seen them disappear. So he asked me to do him a favor and take down all my negative posts I have, exposing people, whatnot else. And because he allowed me to do so when nobody else was allowing me to do so. Oh, yeah, definitely, right? Shit, right? I have to keep it real, bro. That's how I know to be. So, yeah, I took it all down. That's the promise I made, and I say what I do. That's how it has to be. So, just get off the whole DB is he got you to DB, and oh, now you're buddy with. No, I'm not buddy with anybody. Yes, we do, Pine Rocks. Yes, we do. You have to understand something, man. That stuff weighs you down. Okay. It was starting to get to the point where I wanted to get these people so bad because of the shit they were saying that I was allowing it to take away from other things that I actually really love to do. And, it just has to stop. So it's stopping. I like to know when people are talking shit about me. I do. But I don't need people, hey, blase, and blase. I just don't have time for it anymore. I don't want to make the time for it anymore. We just have to move on, try to get along with each other, and do what we do. You know what I mean? Georgia's got other things to worry about. Georgia, that I know of, that I personally know of, I've never seen nor heard somebody come back and say, George said this ignorant about you, blase. But yet I was going after George because of Neil. that wasn't fair to George. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to realize that when people are hot-headed, you can't really go on and try to get things worked out when you're hot-headed. Okay. And I've been hot-headed for too long, and I'm okay with not being hot-headed anymore. I just have other things on my plate. Those take precedence. My kids are my life, and I need to start focusing on my kids. I need to start focusing on my business, put all that time and energy back into creations and stuff like that. I'm getting ready to take a new step with DB Sensations. I've already started redesigning my bottles. I'm going to be getting different bottles. I got a lot of things going on. I need to start making that my priority. So I offered George Zaharoff to come on here. I kind of didn't expect George to come on here. Is what it is. I seen him commenting on my videos, but it takes a couple seconds to comment versus spending 20, 30 minutes on live with somebody. So guys, I got tacos waiting on me. I got my daughter visiting for the weekend. So I told you I wasn't going to be on here long, but once again, I'm just not going to keep accepting the negativity that comes along with this YouTube channel. I will block you. I will delete it. I do not care who you are. Once again, you have the right to say what you want to say. I just don't want to see the attacks and the BS. It's just not going to happen anymore. So trying to move this channel back to the way it started. So you get lost in there. Once you do it once, RXL, it's pretty easy to do. So I'll help you out. I've tried other sites, and it just isn't as easy as it used to be. People have just made things so damn complicated and not having the time. But I will say this, going to selling 30 mLs only is going to help me out. That's one big change I'm making. I'm going away from the 50s and the 100 mLs. So you'll probably either have 10, 12, or 15 mLs and 30 mLs. That's it. The only thing that'll be 50 ml is my OG frags, which Diablo Diente is coming out. That will be in a red bottle. That will be 50 ml. But as far as fragrances, my clones that I do, I'm not sure if I'm still going to do my. I guess I'll have to show you to explain it. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be done with it. So here's a new 30 ml bottle. As you can see, it's got the DB's logo on it. And this here is going to be the stickers that are on it. They will have Elite and Blase on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with my concept line, or if I'm still going to make the stickers for that concept line. No matter what, you're still going to have how this says Elite up here at the top. Let's see if I can get that in there. That will be on there. The regular label will be on there if it's just a regular label, my Elite line. So basically what I'm saying is it's easy. You find what size you want and you write in there what you want. It's easy, but I see how it can be looking complicated. So with the new 30 mLs, maybe that'll become less complicated. So love you guys. Appreciate y'all chiming in. And like I said, let's move on to better things.